Alright y'all, welcome back. It's Big Al with Stock Lock Sunday once again, and the lock we have this week is this very low security, I can't help but giggle with these locks, CAMEL Security padlock. And I say low security, here we go. I mean, that should be a dead giveaway right here. It's got that, it screams kind of, you know, that Harbor Freight type lock. They're not great locks. They're okay for a basic padlock. You know, you're going to lock a gate in the back 40 or something like that. You know, it's going to keep honest people honest. It'll do that. So, you know, it is what it is. Definitely not one of the higher end locks. And it does have the camel on the key bow, along with saying camel on the key bow. There is the bitting. Not bad bitting, actually. But I do have a feeling this lock probably has those what we call blob pins. I just have a strong feeling it does. Most of these cheap locks do. So again, there is the bitting on the key. Here is the fantastic lock. And I've seen worse locks. This one actually, the tooling is okay. You know, it's all right. It's not all chewed up, so I've seen much worse, like I said. Right here, made in China. So there's your second clue. We will give it the Big Al's hardened test because it does say hardened right here on the shackle. Note that. So let's take this handy dandy little needle file and just come down over here and see if it bites in. I'll tell you what. It's hardened. Absolutely. It's scratching the chrome, but it's not biting in. Okay, we've got a winner. I'm actually really happy to see that. So cool. All right. I still don't have high hopes for the pins, but let's give it a shot. Make sure it's locked up real good, and let's pick into it and see what's under the hood. It is double ball locking. I think I forgot to mention that. Like most of these locks are, it is double ball locking, so that's another plus. Make sure it's locked real good. Let's grab us some tools, and let's just go with the Sparrows. Let's grab, I guess the Sparrow short hook. This is from the, a lot of people are interested in these, what pick I use. This is from the Sparrows Monstrum XXL set, if you're interested. Not sure exactly what they call this particular pick, but I'm sure if you look up on their website, you can find it and check it out. Okay, so let's give it some tension. That ought to work right there. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't have high hopes for the pins, but hey, the shackle was hardened, so off to a good start. Let's see if we can get something done here. By the way, you might have to deal with a little bit of chaos for the next couple of weeks. I am trying to move into a 4K as far as the camera goes, so I don't have everything dialed in quite yet, but so far it's looking pretty good. Might have to do a few tweaks here and there. Good grief. Yeah, if it does have them blob type pins, they kind of act like, okay, they kind of act like spools, but really, really bad spools. Okay, maybe one. Yep, right behind the tension wrench. 2, 3, 4. All right, I think 5. Ah. Bada boom, bada bang. All right, so yeah. They didn't feel like standard pins, but they didn't feel like security pins, if that makes any sense. So let's get some of this stuff out of the way. Keep the camera in the frame, or keep the lock in the camera frame, rather. And see if we can't get this thing open without too much trouble. If I can learn how to use a screwdriver. Okay. So yeah, moving into I got a 4K camera now, really nice 4K camera, and I'm still trying to get it dialed in. Okay, this ain't good. Really? Oh, come on. All right. Always expect some resistance, right? Good grief. Okay. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Expect a lot of resistance. My goodness. Okay, it is possible you can bypass these. I got to tell you though something. Let me show you. Let me grab the tool. So when the lobe is going the same direction as the keyway, we can usually take one of these bypass tools, put it down through the keyhole, and simply use the bypass tool to open the lock. But I'll tell you what, I have trouble with some of these. I don't know if the camera's going to get down in there. When that lobe only has a very small, like it has in this one, like a quarter section to it, as far as to contact and rotate it, those can be boogers. They can be bypassed though. Obviously, it can happen. They're just a little tougher. They can be tough. So just thought I'd point that out. So let's see. Let's get that out of the way. We need the core. Let's see. It does have a clip on it. Might be able to get this puppy apart. Wow, that came off pretty easy. Okay, let's get that out of the way. That's the pinning tray down here. And let's see if we can get this out without too much trouble. Is it working? Yep, okay. So, I do want to use a shim because I always use a shim. I had way too many locks just kind of explode on me, so... Oof. That's a tight fit there. Alright. Get us a follower and follow it out. There we go. It is only pinned to 5, so 5 pins, which does reflect on the key too. So I'm going to speed this part up. I'll get the pins laid out and we'll come right back. Okay, so we are back, and I did just learn something while I was disassembling it. Let me get a pokey tool here, a pointer. I did notice it's got this little indent, kind of a partial drill, if you will, in that what would be the 6th chamber right here. What it is a centering, I guess, I don't know if you call it a device, centering. What happens is, what they did is they put a ball bearing. Let me grab this tray. They put a ball bearing, spring-loaded ball bearing, in that 6th chamber. So when that core is upright in the locked position, that ball kind of locks into that hole to keep it in the upright position. Are they necessary? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, when the lock comes back to the locked position and everything locks inside, I don't know if it does any good, but it's just an added feature. It doesn't harm anything. Some locks it's necessary. I don't think it is on this one, but it's there anyway. So let's see what we got. I do believe we have blob pins. Let me get my specs on so I can see as good as the camera. And let me see. No, they're not. They're just standard. They're not even blob pins. So let me see if we can't get zoomed in a little bit and see these. Yep, all standard pins. I don't know how close I can get. But they are standard. They're not the blob pins, so that's all right. So, you know what? I'd rather see standard pins than those awful sad excuses for spool pins. And the shackle was hardened, so, you know, I can't give this cheap lock a 2 thumbs up, but I will give it a Big Al 1 thumb up because it wasn't, I've seen much worse. So that's it. That is the CAMEL Security Padlock. I believe I picked that one up of eBay if you're interested. That's it. CAMEL Security Padlock. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed yet, please do so. And you know I'm going to say it. If you like this video, hit that button below that looks like that right there. Thank you very much.